Hey friends, welcome back to season 3 of Stars of Learning podcast. And I'm your host, Jyoti G. And this is an exclusive Leaders Spotlight interview with our guest on their insights and experiences. And I'm sure you will have loads of nuggets which will inspire you to take action and also connect with my guest. By the way, friends, if you're joining to this show for first time, then make sure you also check my previous episode and do subscribe to my channel so you're notified on our upcoming shows. Hi, Mrin. Welcome back to the part 2 of this episode. And this episode is like a rapid round to know more about the leaders who come on my podcast, Stars of Learning. And these are series of powerful questions targeted to know about you and what you do, as this will help my listeners to engage, enlighten, and empower. And that's the mission of my podcast, too. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Sure. So, my first question is, according to you, what is your star moment?
I think my star moment was when I was working in Citibank. I represented India in something known as the Chairman's Council Awards. These are Asia Pacific based awards that Citibank has. And I actually represented India for 2 years in a row.
Mhm.
And so that was certainly a star moment for me. The other thing was also the fact that I have, at a very young age, managed investments of well-known celebrities and well-known IT promoters in Bangalore. I
Mhm.
had the opportunity to be able to manage their money.
Wow, wonderful. What inspires you to do everything that you do today?
A feeling of satisfaction that I'm actually making a difference to people's life and I can get them to lead better lives.
Interesting. Samrin, you already own a company. What's one thing that you would do differently in learning?
Well, I think we would adopt more digital learning. It's one thing that we really haven't adopted too well. And being from a non-technical background, we do find it a little challenging. The entire team does find that challenging. I
Mm.
think that's something that we really need to take on.
Yeah, digital is the way now, I think, after post COVID. Wonderful one, Mrin. So, Mrin, my next question is on, what are the three most important things that you would like to accomplish?
Certainly, as I said, do more stuff digitally. Today, we are doing all our trainings through webinars, and we also do provide a lot of resources to companies through our portal. But I think we're really looking at how can we look at implementing financial counseling. And
Uh,
this will be the first time that financial counseling is being implemented in India without any selling, right? So your
mm,
employee can talk to a counselor and nothing is going to be sold. I think
mm,
that's something that we are working on right now, and I hope to launch it very quickly. On the
mm.
personal side, of course, I would say better health and time to be able to read more.
Interesting. The question now is based on my audience request, and they are keen to know the strengths of my thought leaders who come on my show. So, if I may ask you, what are your strengths?
Certainly, ambition and determination to succeed. And I would also say a very friendly nature and being patient.
Sure. And what's the best book you have read this year or any time you want to recommend to my listeners?
I'll recommend a financial book which I think everybody should read, and it's Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The reason I recommend this book is because I found our thought process to be very similar on the way we look at money being something that's an enabler to get us more time, and
Mm.
what are the simple ways to manage money. I think we were on the same page on most of the chapters, so I would highly recommend this book.
Oh, interesting. So, next one is on the what are the characteristics of the best boss or a role model or a mentor or a coach you ever had, and what made that person great for you?
Well, I had a great boss for a long period. And I think what really helped was that while he was friendly, he was also very firm. And the sort of guidance that was given, especially this was when I was in my 20s. So the guidance that I received really, really helped build a very good foundation.
Mm, okay. And are there any tools that you use on a daily basis to be a better you?
Being very structured, I make a list for everything, like, list of things to be done in the day, list of things for this, list of things for that. Just basically a better time management to ensure that I have a good day.
Sure. And are there any habit you're practicing which has made you successful in whatever you're doing today?
I think, the whole time management piece is really important, especially for working mothers, because you do have home responsibilities to deal with as well. So I think, just trying to maintain a good balance between work and home, and at the same time, being very disciplined and focused at work is very important.
Hmm. Interesting. And how do you see learning trends in 2022 or beyond? Mrin?
Certainly digital. We ourselves are seeing it in our business, financial well-being. Certainly, as I mentioned, on the financial well-being side, it's a combination of the webinars, it's a combination of self-learning, and having a lot of resources available. At the same time, having the human contact. So I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the word correctly, but a combination of physical and digital, I think, would be the way to go where financial
Mm.
well-being is concerned.
Yeah, uh, truly, I'm able to resonate with you being a L&D professional myself. So, Mrin, we have come to an end of this interview. And before I ask you that last question, how can people get in touch with you or reach out to you?
Oh, they can connect with me on any of my social media handles and reach out to me through that. You can, of course, check out the Finsafe website, which is www.finsafe.in. You can also check out our YouTube page where we do put out a whole lot of videos on a regular basis on the learning aspect.
Interesting. So, Mrin, on a closing note and that last question, your advice to people who are new and want to accelerate their career.
I think the first thing is that there is no replacement to hard work. And second thing is, please get your hands dirty. I see a lot of people wanting to delegate things today. Till you get your hands dirty, you're not going to learn. And the third thing would be to read and keep yourself updated all the time, because, as I said, the environment changes very fast.
Yeah.
You need to keep up with it, for which you need to keep upskilling and keep yourself updated with what's happening.
Yeah, amazing one. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the links and resources which we have discussed in this episode will be made available in my show note page of my podcast, Stars of Learning, and also on my website, prajvitaknowledge.com. That is PRAJVITA knowledge.com. Do check the description box for more details. Thank you so much, Mren, for being on the show and sharing all your wisdom and making this conversation useful to my listeners to know what you do. And this will definitely help them to engage, collaborate with experts like you.
Thank you so much, Jyoti. It was an absolute pleasure being here and to speak with you, and through you to also connect with the L&D community.
Sure. Thank you. Appreciate your time, Rin. So, friends, if you have got any learning or motivated hearing to this episode, then make sure you do tag Mrin and myself and let your friends know about this amazing information you have learned, and let this piece of information help many others to engage, enlighten, and empower. By the way, friends, I'm always grateful to all my lovely listeners who tunes in and leaves a review on my podcast, as that will help us to grow. I really appreciate your support and time for that. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now. Take good care of yourself. Be safe and do something engaging, enlightening, and empowering. Thank you.